Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. Not much to really report today. This is, I believe, looking at my notes, I'm just going to kind of skip ahead to the run screen. Yeah, so this is going to be the first run of Echo Right I've played on the channel since someone asked me a question that has stuck with me a little bit. The question was, when I first started playing the DLC on the channel, I had a very high feeling towards Echo Right. I thought he was much better than I rate him now, and over time I've cooled off on him a lot and generally trash on him, honestly. So I wanted to explain that a little bit and give you all some context for it. But most of it is disappointment, right? I actually don't think Echo Right is that bad. I think that he is just a missed opportunity. His synergies with the etch lines in Wurmkin are disappointing. I think that oftentimes banner units are better than he is on a floor, and I think that he's usually just kind of wasted space in a lot of runs. I also think that he plays poorly in the early and mid games on two of his lines, right? Shellsmith and Repeater both are very weak in the early and mid game, and only really come into their own towards the end of the game, once you've both refined your deck down to be able to utilize his abilities and also have gotten some combination of them, at least Shellsmith 3 or Shellsmith 2 Repeater 1. The other part of it that I really find that I'm disappointed by is the whole Marshllord path is just awful. The interface that you use to get that egg, the egg spawns and it overstacks the floor, preventing you from playing multiple banner units if you want to assemble your floor. The eggs change size over the course of the run. At the end of the game, suddenly you have a huge egg. Meanwhile, the eggs all do different things. The fact that the egg type changes. You've got tankers up front in the beginning of the game with the bog flies and doubling down on their health pools. You've got random multi-strike dude in the mid game that's probably his weakest point, and then you've got Humongo Worm that can carry the run and is basically better trample Penumbra in the late game, and it's all different the whole time. I fixed a lot of these problems in the unofficial balance patch, which is, I'm not going to delve into that too much, but it wasn't that hard to do, and I feel like Shiny Shoe should have done that as well. They maybe didn't think about it, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, I just think that it's a very bad play. It feels bad to play, despite its obvious strength. Marshallord being the obvious strongest path, for sure. The other elements of this that I think matter are that I don't actually think he's as good as I thought he was initially. I think he's carried a lot by Echo Breaks being a thing, and also Wurmkin just generally being strong. There are cards like Return Soul, which I consider to be nuts in general, but obviously pop off when you have Etch synergies. So anyway, I've kind of cooled off on him. I basically just treat him like the disappointment I think he is. He could be a lot better. I don't think he's terrible. He's somewhere in the middle of the pack, right? He's not that bad of a champion. I would probably put him around the level of like Soulguard in general, right? Soulguard is fine, but he's not always a winner. He's not always the best. Sometimes you throw him away, it's fine. Sometimes you rely on some crazy synergy. Sometimes he has clan combos where he's kind of just Garbo, and that's going to happen with Echo Right as well. He's no Fade, he's no Primordium, so anyway, that's all the context I wanted to provide for my intro. Our previous run was actually with Fade, speaking of. It was a very weird one, right? We had a multi-striking plus 25 Train Steward infused Lodestone Totem for survivability, and then a double multi plus 25 Lady of the House infused Icy Siliphyte for my damage potential. A very interesting run. The sap was dropping enemy waves down to doing little damage, and then we would just sweep it out because Fade scaling. The other most interesting thing about this run for me, however, was the synergy of Titan's Claws and Icicle Fracture that we managed to pull off. Usually this combo has a bit of a chicken and egg problem, in the sense that you don't want to take either of the relic without the other, and oftentimes the relics are not beneficial on their own, right? Usually you don't need permafrost as badly as you do when you have Icicle Fracture. In general, it can actually sometimes be a detriment. You flood your hand and can't draw through everything and don't have the Ember to play at all, and you can't discard it. So it can actually be a downside. Or sometimes it provides no benefit because you have foregone powers and you can't deal with that, so you're just discarding the things that you're freezing anyway. So permafrost wouldn't have helped. So in a lot of cases, you kind of would just take anything else. It's just never the strongest relic. It just so happened that in this particular run, we benefited from it a lot and saw the Icicle Fracture first and then took the Titan's Claws later, and it was actually kind of neat. It ended up paying out pretty well for burst turns, because I didn't have too many totems on the floor was the thing. So it meant that I was able to freeze cards, make them free, and then have a big burst turn of incants when the enemy boss would come up to the floor. So, pretty cool, actually. And now we play Echo Right. So yeah, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see how this goes. Let's do it. It's a pretty long intro, 5.5 minutes or so. It's a lot of exposition, a lot of me talking. Anyway, here we go playing Umbra again. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing fine. It's a bit early. It's actually a little later than I wanted to. I got distracted with some other things. I'm recording on a weekday, so that means, eventually I'll have a meeting, but I was trying to take today off work, and then just meetings came up that prevented me from doing so, so my plan is just to not work very much. I'm going to take like a half day and only work for the meetings pretty much, and that'll be fine. Anyway, let's get in on it. Today we are Exile Wurmkin, default Umbra. We are facing double-barreled Daedalus, Spell Shield Fell, and Sap Seraph with Echo Infusion, Packed Morsels, and Forgotten Trade. All fine cards, nothing really crazy here. Shade Splitters are fine, Echo Infusion's great. We have Etches, that's cool. I could actually do some fun stuff here with Repeater, potentially. Packed Morsels would be a lot of power on Repeater, so I wouldn't actually hate that pick. Yeah, it would be fine. Especially if we had a morsel made. Ideally, if we had a morsel made, because what else are you doing with this many morsels? I'd be able to generate so many, but we'll see. Trainwreck, so 200 shards. Today we have temples on 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 temples is really good. We also have a removal dupe on Magic Side on 8, which is excellent. There's a trinket shop with Vortex and Caverns on 7, very strong. Competes with an okay steel shop. It's actually pretty bad health and money, but if you need it, you need it. That trinket shop is really good, though. Very good magic shop on 6 with money and removals. There is another trinket shop, noting the lack of steals on 6 and a lack of steals on 5, I'm noticing. A lot of good magic shops, though. You get magic shop Vortex, so if I can use the magic shop, that's great. But we will need to have units upgraded pretty early. Hellvent on 5 as well, nothing special. Caverns Hellvent is kind of okay, but it could be better. A rough steel shop on 4. A lot of bad steel shops, not many good steel shops, unfortunately. You have the bad one on 4 and on 7, and then you don't even have them on 5 and 6. So that's tough, especially because we don't actually get the double early because of the one on 4. So that's interesting. We get a little got here on the steel shop side. So fair enough. Umbra Banner, Vortex, Magic Shop on 4 as well. It's another good one, so dupe on 3 is whatever. There is 2 Wurmkin banners in path, one on the steel side on 2, one on ring 3. There is an Umbra banner if I really want it on 2, but unlikely. Sure. Teeth of Gold. Anyway, I'm going to be clicking on Firewall here, so let's do it. Repeater Shellsmith. Well, I'll take Repeater here, actually. It's weird, but I'll feed him a ton of morsels. I am going to, by the way, I did click that Horde. I do think it's necessary. Winged Technology is probably it if I get forced down a morsel path. It's also just generally pretty good. I'll click it. It makes for a good defensive solution. There's a lot of good things there. The other things, Refined Void, whatever, not so important. Let's take the Armor Emblem. I'll trade Firewall for this in general. I want that unit. Sure. So we play Morsel for Echo Right. We're just going to feed this guy a disgusting amount of stats, pretty much, is my ultimate hope. Cool. Well, I guess I'm going to be cycling the Forgotten Trade here. I'm going to ping out for money. I'll take the Damage Shield Friend. We'll put Train Steward down, get a man shot. This is going to be a lot of Ember for the time being, which is okay. We are going to struggle a lot with actually killing enemies, however. I'm gonna be fully leaking a lot here. Yeah, we're gonna be leaking a ton, and that's all Firewall here, yeah? Ooh, spicy. packed morsels. Let's play the morsel up top. It tanks a bunch here. I can actually make these morsels fairly powerful downstairs. Just a lot of interesting. Yeah, we're gonna, of course, legal everything here. It's gonna have to be okay. I'm just gonna play morsels. I think it's actually pretty good. I don't want to play this train steward. We have full leak the upstairs, and it's terrible. I could have pinged upstairs to stop 2, but honestly, at this point, it's like, whatever. Oh my god, 2 damage. It's fine. We did this intentionally, though, because Repeater is very weak, and I wanted Repeater to not be so weak. Can I maybe kill this guy in back? It is theoretically possible. Oh, if I draw another ping next turn, which is likely, I may actually kill this guy. Unbelievable. The morsels are surprisingly tanky. Oh my god, I killed the man in back. We somehow did it. Incredible work. Alright, good job. We're not dead. Firewall saved 15 health, which is the only reason I could really do that. Shelter is always good, but I think we take offensive scaling where we get it, which is going to be Echo Transfer. I think we just have to do it. Space Prism, Making of a Morsel. Making of a Morsel is purple. I don't know. Mind Collapse is a better tenon piercing target, but it's not purple. I don't know if I care about the purple yet, but I don't need the Mind Collapse. I have Echo Breaks. We're fine. Skip it for money. Shard Soul Carver, it is, I suppose. He will do. Good plan. It'll work. I'm going to go left for the only steel shop I see in a decent while. Endless. Endless plus 25. Egg. Endless egg in the opener. How do I feel about that? Huh. In the opener, Endless Egg. This is a tricky Endless Egg run because I don't have Marshallord. I do have Echo Transfer. It should work, but it makes for a very flimsy early game. I could put the Carver Infusion into it, and then it's pretty decent, right? Gosh, I think it is. Based on just what's shown, right? We click it, and then I go over here, and we immediately do Carver into Egg, and we put the Endless on it. It's going to be tough, but I mean, they show it to me. The one thing that's worth noting is this is defensible enough that I shouldn't put a plus 25. I can do better. Which means I hold out for an improved infusion or something. Fine. Intrinsic on a consume is kind of fun, right? I can do something like intrinsic packed morsels and start cycling it right away. Spell chain. This is going into the Echo Transfer. I know this is 65 shards. You don't have to remind me. I know how dangerous this is. This is also conduits. I should not take this unit draft. We're actually okay, and also it's very scary. Cool. Anyway, here I go playing packed morsels. My plan is Echo right middle, as weird as it is, and then morsels into the guy upstairs. We get a guy shot down, so I can't play the Echo Transfer, which is terrifying. But our hope is that we scale this well enough. I am going to ping out things. Every ping is worth it. Yeah, we just immediately play Shade Splitter as well. It's good. I'm going to take the packed morsels here. I do get Excavator, which I think is important here. And I'm going to tank a bunch of this damage on another Excavator in front. I could have put that in back and stopped 5, but I need to make sure he lives, right? I think he passes away otherwise. So we take 10 to Firewall here and hope for the best. Packed morsels here is good. Shade Splitter, let's ping an enemy. Okay, he hatches and does not die. That's very strong, because now we can do magma, which pops the back. I guess I'll put stats down, sure. Good. And play out stuff elsewhere. This means I take 5 to Pyre Wall, I believe. Yes. Good. Now if I get a ping, I take out... Yeah, okay, we take out the thing on middle, and we use this opportunity to power up the upstairs to the best of our ability. I will drop in the egg mid-floor, just as a face tank. Put some stats upstairs. Sure, I think this works out. Yeah, we play for top floor here, basically. The rest of this is not important to me. Yeah, the rest of this doesn't matter. I think we might actually do a decent amount on mid-floor as well. Just genuinely speaking, I'm surprised, but it's true. Every ping does add a lot here, in fact. So, sure, okay, cool. He dies, and we don't hatch the egg, and that's going to be okay. I'm fine with it. Top floor wins easy. Cool, good job. I will need space. Yes. 100%. Echo Snare is not great, but it's purple. The problem is it competes with the Echo Right play. Let's skip this for now. I don't think so. Mortal Trade, it's an option. It's purple. It's a hard purple to play. We're going to skip it. Again, don't think it's great. Dupe? I don't think there is a dupe right now that I would take. So let's go to the Horde, I believe. Yeah, there's no dupe here that really impacts my run in a positive way. So let's go look for a Horde real fast. Carving Karuska is the snap click. I have 2 Echo Infusions and an Echo Transfer. I love the Encased Divinity here, but we just take what we can take. First of Kin, Glareminder. I've got a line. I just need to play it. So let's grab this Horde. Advanced Prototype. Bog Slime. Bog Slime. I love Echo Seedling, but Bog Slime. Ooh, Most Blessed Sword, Holiest Shield, or Petrified Skull. Petrified Skull because I'm slow. I'm slow as heck, and I want to be faster. That's really good because that's also an etch that I could eventually bring back with Echo Right, which is nice and spicy. So I like spicy picks like that. Things that let me do, something interesting that I don't get to do very often. Or that requires a very specific overlap of abilities. Anyway, Bomb is going to just face tank a bunch of damage upstairs, which is great for me. Happy that it does so. Thank you, Random Morsel, for Bomb. Appreciate that. I don't want to play my floor 2 together, right? Right, I mean, there's a lot of consideration. I think I gotta ping out enemies, right? They're just gonna murder me. Yeah, let's take the Morsel into top floor when I can. I think that's fair. I want the Ember for next turn. I'd like to keep my guy alive, is kind of a universal true statement here. Ooh, that Bog Slime hit is good. So let's plan on keeping our man living. Good. Cool. Anyway, we're going to play the Shade Splitter up top, and I'm just going to click on Echo Transfer a bunch. I'm going to self-ping and then click on Echo Transfer. The stats are important. Give him health upstairs now. I am going to self-ping here. I'll play the Pack Morsels. Yeah, we'll put down the Magma Morsel, actually. That does kill an extra enemy. We'll play out some random trash on bottom. And I am just going to self-ping upstairs, and that's going to be okay. Yeah, very strong, actually. Cycling the Pack Morsels that happen to be a Bog Slime hit are good, in fact. It's good, it turns out. Mid-floor, we pop one of the 5/1s. Morsel up top. I'm going to try to tank to the best of my ability here. Can you live? You don't live because of a bomb. Well, that's a shame. It's a dang shame. Goodbye, Echo Right. It's okay, he tried his hardest. It was just a very difficult floor for him with the bombs. He only has Train Steward health, so it's not that likely that he lives. Thank you, upstairs. We're going to play the Bog Chrysalis again. He just kind of kills enemies, which is pretty cool. And then I face tank this, or actually rather, because it's a lifesteal, we just let it ride. I want enemies to walk, so we ping. There we go. We'll play down Mr. Train Steward. Why not? Top floor is pretty strong, though. The echo transfers enabled a lot of power here, so we're in a really good state overall. I'm very pleased with it, in fact. You just tank with the morsel. Do not play the skull, because I would like to get... What is it? Hope for peace? It's good. Take it. Well... Unfortunately... Ugh, no damage morsels here, yeah? Okay, well, enemies do just kind of walk on me, I suppose. It's not that bad, though. I'm not that concerned with it. Yeah, whatever. Oh no, enemies walked on me. It's fine, I have Pyre Wall. I'm reasonably confident we crunch. If I hatch this egg, I think we pop off, right? Which I think happens if I play this Echo Break. Yeah, that's the difference of... Yeah, he actually just wins. Cool. Good job. Great work, friends. And we play the Echo Transfer upstairs in case we needed it, but we have two, like, double Demon Fiends or whatever. Meanwhile, the eggs are just going nuts. Yeah, this is looking solid. If I hit a multi-strike, I feel great. Purple Eternal Kinstone, double purple, perma purple, absolutely. As much as I love the Shroud Spike there, it's gotta be that. Glug Cider. Oh, Glug Cider. What are you doing, my guy? What are you doing? I think we're fine. We just skip these units and move on. I do desperately need space. This is super important. We are just not playing the morsels. We're not playing the anything. Hunt that multi-strike, I guess. I don't really need anything at the magic side. I guess a holdover would be kind of sick, but removals are good. I'm going to go left. It's fine. This is a decent opportunity to look. Here we go, multi-strike. Sometimes you just hit, and it's fine. Sometimes you don't, and that's unfortunate. But here we hit. Marsh Lord. Okay, this is a weird pivot, but I'm here for it. The Marsh Lord hit here is kind of cool. Now, let me be clear. If I can somehow keep Repeater from dying, which is, let me be honest with you, very difficult in this run. I can't play him top floor behind eggs because he dies to sweep in one round. Playing him mid floor, I don't know. I can't put him behind an egg on mid floor because it's too slow. We don't hatch fast enough. I don't really know what the plan with Repeater is. So my suspicion and what I'm thinking of doing is just taking the Marsh Lord pivot here and basically overstacking on turn 1 and hopefully using that intrinsic to etch as much as humanly possible. I think the Marsh Lord pivot is going to be as correct as we could reasonably have gotten. Honestly, we'll just take it. Okay, cool. Now I do think buying 2 removals here in exchange for this bad pathing is good. So we will click it. Remove bad units. Good. Now, I do plan on going to trinket shops because I think we are one hardened hull away from just being the nuts, and that will have to do. I really want this relic. I think we're fast enough here with the Marsh Lord pickup that I think we can get away with it, huh? Yeah, so we just drop Mr. Egg upstairs, we play it in, I etch, which is big. We drop random morsel. We ping the morsel. We play some stuff downstairs. This guy actually swings. I could purge kill this guy. I'm going to take the chance. Okay? Play Eternal Kinstone upstairs. It's good. And then click the Echo Infusions here. They're good. I can never get this collector, unfortunately, because it's just how it is. Anyway, we're going to double-click the etches because I think this is actually nuts. Yeah, amazing. Play a bunch of magma morsels out. It's funny to look at and does 24 damage. So many morsels. It's very entertaining. We missed the collector, but I think that this is okay. The enemies can't even kill my guys. Wait a second. Have I actually ruined it? Oh no, I can just play my egg downstairs. It's fine. Cool. Top floor clears out. Great work. Well done. We have achieved transcendence. And now our goal is just to inspire and click cards pretty much on the bottom floor every time we can. Gosh, the morsels are in a rough spot here. I'm gonna click the Pact Morsels bottom, even though I don't want the morsels, actually. Right? I don't want the morsels, but I do want the what is it? Not the etch, but the bog slime trigger. Top floor still looking pretty decent. Okay. Let's Forgotten Trade downstairs. Actually, we can make this free, right? We play the morsels first, you play the pings first, then you Forgotten Trade, which is good. Then we Pact Morsels, which is good. And then we can swing the Echo Transfer downstairs. Actually does kill a guy. Pretty cool. So let's take some random stats into this floor now. And I think we've cleaned this up to the best of our ability. I think we might leak one dude. Yeah? Yeah, this guy passing away is unfortunate here. I think etching here is important. Yeah, play the egg downstairs. We're easily winning Relentless. So let's try to preserve the top floor. That extra thing, by the way, did convert this into a kill, which I think is mega important. 47-47. Can this guy ever survive? No. 47-47 kills in front. 25-25, 35 kills in back. Yeah, so I don't think we ever get out of this in a particular way. 54-54. Well, if I double ping in front, yeah, you actually get it. Incredible, I take 0. My middle floor is somehow doing something. Amazing, we actually clear everything. I had to run the math on that, but it does work out. It checks. Bottom floor is gonna be nuts. Yeah, I mean, this wins. There it is. We have succeeded at the run. Cool. This is kind of what I'm hoping things look like. Also, you can immediately see that payout on taking space. I knew I would need it. Sinner Self? Sure. That seems like that could be good. Broken Memories. This is purple and Broken Memories, which is Bog Slime trigger. This is nuts. That's a great card hit. Gem Trove, no. Please no. Crucible Extension, I maybe should have articulated why I don't want it. I took space. I'm already okay. Divine Artifact. Divine Forever Flame. I actually think money is better here. Yeah, I'll take the cash. I don't think we need anything else fancy. And we get our Hope for Peace, thank you. This means I can actually use and cycle my other play, which is good. I don't need to dupe. I do need to remove. I think this is a magic shop side here. Give me that magic shop angle. Yeah, that's good. Divine Temple, plus 30. I mean, I'm gonna click the things I've got to click. In Intrinsic here, really interesting. Intrinsic on Eternal Kinstone is pretty cool, in fact. Permafrost on Petrified Skull seems like it's gotta be the hit. I can permafrost it and maybe repeater it back. It's just really good. I'm gonna -1 the Eternal Kinstone. That's important. Horde says, oh, Lightstone casing, huh? You could make the petrified. You know what's actually possible here? If I hit Spell Chain again, I could Petrified Skull, dupe it, Lightstone casing it. I don't know what that Lightstone casing does, but even just a remove consume on this, you could clear entire waves with just Petrified Skull. This is actually kind of nonsense if we think about it. Commemorative Spike is terrible. We'll take the Lightstone casing just in case. Yeah, I actually think that's kind of cool. Intrinsic opens up some very interesting stuff, like Intrinsic Permafrost Petrified Skull. Just cycle this. Honestly, that's really good. That's really good. If I hit a Spell Chain, this is nuts. Here's the question. Do I have to take this stupid infusion? Where am I at? 25, 25, 25. I'll have to dupe something, but I'm going to that dupe anyway, right? Take everything here, and then dupe something on ring 8. That gets me, what, 75, 190. Dupe is 200. Yeah, I don't have to do that, which is great because it means I'm going to immediately remove them because they are a problem. They're space that I don't have, and they are everything else. 20 consume, by the way, is not good. If I'm going to actually be able to use Echo Right in any meaningful way, we can't do that. And a reroll here helps me none. I can't take like a holdover or something. This is fine. I think the Permafrost is actually a big hit, though. I can just kind of chill on it. I think it's strong enough that I can take things like the spikes because I can just cycle this back. Like, watch this. Cool. That's a great turn 1. Anyway, I go egg upstairs. Echo Right lands. I click the packed morsels here. I come downstairs. I just murder a man. Hoorah! He's gone. Good job. Put stats down, and then enemies will pass away, but that'll be okay. I sadly can't do the Echo Transfer. I do need better purples overall. The greed is strong with this one, is what I will say. I know what you're thinking. Or rather, I know what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is... Now, hey there, bud. I could Petrified Skull the overcharged tank. A genuine threat to our run. Or... money. You know what I clicked. I'm not telling you. You know what I clicked. I don't need to explain myself. I don't need to explain myself to you. What are you doing? What are you talking about? You know what I clicked. That's not even a question. You know. You know. That's very funny though. That's good stuff. I'll take damage shield on this floor. It's fine. Health, why not? Sacrifice a guy. Yeah, whatever. What's the worst that could happen? It just high roll the Petrified Skull back. Look. Look, 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 look. I know, this floor would probably instantly ruin my run. Just high roll. You know, just hit. It's fine. And then we can Broken Memories upstairs and get the Petrified Skull back. Y'all, what are you afraid of? The game is actually free. Incredible. I'm seriously just too powerful. I don't know what anyone was worried about. Just hit. Have to play this downstairs. Incredible news. I'm just here. Eternal Kinstone. Have a good one, bud. Top floor. This guy eats my man, and honestly, that's going to have to be fine. I am going to Petrified Skull the man in back, though. I think it's fine to do. Or actually, just hit this guy in middle. Seems good to me. Kill that guy, then kill this guy. And then there's an Echo downstairs, I guess. And I'll play this and we hatch the guy on this turn. I mean, this works out for me, right? This is good. This is fine. Look at this. Look how easy this run is. Look how easy the game is. Just play everything. Look, I don't know what you're worried about. Just win on bottom floor. What is even the challenge here? Game is so free, and I get money. I don't know what you're all afraid of. I even left that man alive downstairs, and we still killed the other guy. Champion gone, whatever. All that work for I can't even take this seriously. I was about to crack a joke, but seriously, I mean, they gave me fossilized fangs. What? This is the run. Did I see Teeth of Gold earlier? I don't remember. We have the hit, though, right? Give me that morsel made, and we would have had fossilized fangs, Teeth of Gold shenanigans. Should I take this? The answer is no, but I might take it out of spite. Am I going to grab this out of spite? I don't feel that strong, but I still might do it because Monster Train threatened me, and how dare you? Oh, I should just go to the... I'm going to sell it and go to the trinket shop. You're right. You're right. It's dumb. Ancient Resonance is a really good pick if I hit a -2 in any of these upcoming temples. I should really click that. I'm going to click that. Void Binding is a little too expensive for my blood. That's fine. We go to the trinket shop. If I see a top level on Hardened Hull, I think we go mad with power. Notice Stone, it's not bad. We'll look at the caverns. Oh, for the greater good. For the greater good. Upgrade a unit. Now, I know what you're thinking. Thunderstone, really strong, huh? Very good. In fact, extremely good. Definitely a winning line. But what about Sapstone? You play the egg? That actually, it's important because it actually... So anyway, my power went out as I was making that decision. You know how this works. Monster Train is unforgiving. The cave? Destroyed. The upgrade? Missing. So... remember how I was telling you just a few moments ago for you, but a few minutes ago for me, that Sapstone would have been excellent here? It would have been. What a high roll. It's too bad I don't get that. Anyway, I don't get any power-ups there. That's awful. Truly, that was terrible. Anyway, we're gonna, ugh. I don't want to put Purge Stones in stuff, though, because it's kind of like a -1 consume, which is interesting, but also unhelpful in a lot of ways. I'll put the +30 in Ancient Resonance, at least. I mean, I will continue the run. We're gonna try our best. It won't be great, though, unfortunately. Interesting. The Purge Stone is kind of a throwaway. I debate if I want to put it in anything that could actually increase my consume pile density. It's not bad, though, right? Like, I could make Ancient... it's a -1 consume, kind of, is what it looks like now, because of the Hope for Peace. It's good if I hit a spell chain on something, right? Because then you can, spell chain... right, both this and the previous one and the spell chain copy are 0 cost here, but I don't want to get rid of this card, right? So I think we're just going to put it into the Echo Break that does a +30 here and hope for the best. I'm actually going to put it in Ancient Resonance. -1 consume is a pretty decent play on it, in truth. Sure. I need to take stuff is the problem. I'm so sad. That event didn't trigger. I didn't get any benefits whatsoever. Anyway, let's play against Fel, and hopefully I don't pass away. Anyway, I think we still win, even without that. It's just, I'm playing with a handicap now, basically. That's entirely what it is. I'm playing with a handicap. I also think, by the way, we should put the garbage stuff in front. Here. I think that is wise. We're going to etch. It's smart. We'll do it. I guess I could have stopped this Ember Drain. I have the space for it. Kind of interesting, but all good, really. Not concerned with it. I'm going to just ping something up here, and I'm going to play the Petrified Skull immediately, because the etch, I think, is valuable, and I'm liable to get it back. Yeah, see? Exactly. So, we Ancient Resonance middle floor. Well, I need to get echoes upstairs, so let's go ahead and Shade Splitter first. We'll play the Echo Infusion immediately, which I do think is worthwhile. This Petrified Skull is going into Mr. Clipped Reflector. I think I do want to Ancient Resonance mid-floor here, though. It's good. It's good. I'm then going to Broken Memories back the Ancient Resonance here. And we chill, I suppose? Seems good to me, yes. Now, this means I should have enough space for Egg on middle floor. Yes, I can play him. Immediately we Petrified Skull out in front. Good. Kill that guy. I'll play the Echo Transfer, or the Echo Infusion, rather. We're going to Broken Memories back the Petrified Skull. I ping here, and I can actually stop a ton of damage. We charge upstairs. Here's a morsel down below. And I think we actually get a pretty solid play of this here, right? Like, genuinely speaking, mid-floor is going to do work. Bottom floor, he drops in. I immediately Petrified Skull out. Good. I think there's a serious argument for mid-floor scaling here, but I actually really like the idea of ping, ping, fog slime down below, and then we get we get the hatch immediately. We actually fill our train, which is pretty neat, as it turns out. Then we get to load up. Bottom floor becoming super strong here. Truly, the winning play is simply to crush your enemies and see them driven before you. So, top floor, I don't want to... Well, it's actually... Doesn't it play out always in my favor here? I get 10 in front, he gets 10. I think that's actually true. It swings out in our favor. Tank something in middle. The problem is I have so many leftover morsels at this point. Yeah, that's a shame. It's okay. Fine. I will, however, ping downstairs and play the echo transfers here. Hey, he hatches and lives. Very impressive. I can actually stop this damage a little bit too if I'm smart about it. Interesting. You've got some choices here. I could Petrified Skull out as well and save thumb damage here. You may as well, right? You might as well. It's scaling, yeah. There it is. +2, +2. Okay. Sure. I mean, and this is now outrageous, right? I don't see how this goes poorly for me. Echo break, and then we just Ancient Resonance the floor, which powers up and does 800 damage downstairs. This is just one turn of it. This is honestly really good. We actually managed to keep our full floor alive, which is pretty crazy. Wow, the Purge copies of Echo Transfer have consumed. That's cursed as heck, but I'm glad it works. I think we can still win this run, even without the Sapstone that was denied me. Power outage ruined my run. Symphony of a Soul, no. Wretch, no. Wurmkin Spike, maybe, but no. I think we skip it. It's fine. I need card draw now. Or I could consider more space. That isn't always an option. Double space run. It doesn't really do anything for my top floor, unfortunately. It doesn't do anything for my bottom floor. It's just an extra guy on middle. I already skipped Mind Jacks, I think. I'm going to take card draw. I think it's better here. We'll move on. I was thinking you're going to give me a divine artifact. I'm over here thinking to myself, are you going to give me my Sapstone back, Mr. Monster Train? But that's okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. We can't have all the things we want. We're going to go to this trinket shop, see if we hit Hardened Hull or something. We don't. It's not the end of the world yet. I cut Shade Splitters. I actually think I should cut some of these etch cards that are in my way. Like, we cut one of these Pact Morsels, and this is an improvement on the run considerably. Yes. One Pact Morsel's down, and then I guess we cut the Shade Splitter here. I want the intrinsic one to hang out, though. Repeater 2, do more damage, or etch for remove 2. I'm going to etch for remove 2. Martial Lord speeds us up. I think it's good. Caverns here says lose Pyre health for an artifact. Sure. We'll click it. Cleansing Water. It's worth 20 to me in this context. Because of the Pyre Wall, I'm not worried about it. I am going to re-roll. I might hit here. Chain of Gems. Chain of Gems is interesting. It's not great, though. I'm going to skip that. I do have to take things from this temple. Ah, we hit Spell Chain. I mean, with the Spell Chain, it's crazy, right? You Spell Chain the Petrified Skull. The problem is the Spell Chain copies do get returned, but it's fine. What if I double purge the Ancient Resonance so it's free? They're -1s. I'm purchasing -1s. Anyway, I'm doing it. When I have 2 Purge Stones and an Ancient Resonance, that's normal. Normal and good. Normal and good. Let's move on. I have to take some kind of a dupe from this upcoming floor. Won't be too bad. Armor Emblem, sure. Ugh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to string these episodes together, aren't I? It's gonna be rough. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do there. Yikes. Anyway, let's Shade Splitter first. Morsel, play, Echo Right. I want to play it in this order for the etch value when I click the Pact Morsels, even though I can't fit anything else here. And we'll sacrifice some stuff down below. I'm going to kill Big Man for sure. Boop. Get rid of him. And then Backman for sure. Get rid of him. Got Petrified Skull back. It's good. I do get money impressively. I love money as it turns out. It's incredible to have. It's a ridiculously good bog... Like, what was that? Ridiculously good Echo Transfer play. Money. Dollar bills, yes. And then we Petrified Skull out half this floor downstairs, and that seems pretty good to me. Play random morsel upstairs. Charge another floor, I suppose. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Bad etch. It's okay. It's fine, right? I'm not concerned about it. Let's play one bottom floor for now. Yes. It's good. Now we broken memories back. The Petrified Skull that spell chains because it's good. I can play the Echo Infusion. I can get out of here by playing Ancient Resonance as well, which I will certainly do. Pact Morsels, load this guy up to the best of our ability. I may as well hit that Forgotten Trade button at the same time, right? It's all good. Seems good to me. Yeah, seems good to me. Up floor, we lose Echo Right, and honestly, I'm okay with it. Right? I do not see a downside. Anyway, we click Ancient Resonance and this floor passes away, which is pretty cool. I don't mind him dying. In fact, I think it might be better. I think it actually might be an improvement on the run. Sure, in fact. I'm gonna let it ride. Oh no, they killed my Echo Right. Whatever will I do? I'm gonna play up my Bog Chrysalis guy up here and he's gonna cruise. Downstairs, we kill the 15x3 for sure. Good. And I'm gonna kill the guy in front that does 20 damage because we're clearing the floor anyway, and that rocks. Cool. Seems good to me. Bottom floor is very powerful. Top floor will be even more powerful once I actually hatch this guy. It's cool. I'm gonna shoot him. I think the damage is worthwhile. It's also worth noting I should not play both of these morsels. I want to be able to play Mr. Two-Space Egg on middle. Yeah, cool. Two-Space Egg on middle, good. I'm actually surprised that this floor doesn't kill, but it's because these guys in back do 1,000,000 damage. Yeah, as it turns out, that is correct. We are gonna do our best on middle floor, I suspect, here. I'm not super concerned. Yeah, it's this guy in back basically killing an Eggman every turn, which is unfortunate. We definitely still get the kill, though, right? It's not a problem. Yeah. You just put the morsel in front. Toss some stats at this. I do want... If I get maximum pings out, I think we can make this work. It's this guy in back that's doing literally 25x2. Actually, that should not have killed. Huh. I didn't notice that that killed. Well, fair enough. Maybe the combat preview is wrong. Anyway, I'm selling that card. Ember Cache is hilarious for etch value, for bog slime value, but it's not going to do what I really want. I'm going to take this Crucible extension because it's now purple, and I have very little else that I need to do on this run. I must go to the Hellvent. Yep, it's true. Give me a -2. No? You're going to give me another spell chain? Anyway, I'm going to spell chain Broken Memories now. And Piercing. I'll put it into an Echo Break, sure. Why not? I get to remove cards, which are going to be Shade Splitters, probably? Maybe. Give me the Hatch Relic. Firestone Housing. Well, that's not the Hatch Relic. I don't feel good about that. These do not inspire joy. Mask of Penumbra. I don't want that. I mean, you could take it if I'm playing a morsel every turn. It's not terrible, I suppose. I'm going to spin it, though. Sketches. Well, it's not as good as it looks, but it's not terrible, I suppose. Tough. Okay. All right. First, the -1. One of these -1s goes into this big Echo Break. Why? Because I want to play this every time I see it, pretty much. And I might dupe it. Serious consideration. +10, no. Double stack? No, no targets. Reroll. Remove Consume. Serious consideration for putting Remove Consume in Broken Memories so I redraw this constantly. Actually very good at being at consistency. Especially since Repeater will probably pass away. Yeah, I'm going to take that, actually. And then the -1 goes there. I'll take it. Yeah, sure. I'll go for that. Now, 20 shard for Ancient Resonance. It's an option. 10 for the Broken Memories. 15 for the Echo Break, which is really good, or 15 for Petrified Skull. I'm going to actually dupe the Petrified Skull here. I mean, I think it seems obvious to me that I would do this. It gets me to 205, and it's just generally really powerful. So that's cool. And I think we just drop Shade Splitters at this point. You could argue to get rid of the Pact Morsels, but I do think that the Pact Morsels is pretty decent. I'm gonna cut Shade Splitters. I got that morsel technology thing. Let's get rid of an Echo Break. It's fine. All of the extracts are nuts. All right, we're fine. Should I spend my money on something? I guess I could buy a removal. I mean, you should buy removals when they're available. Yeah, true. I'll get rid of an Echo Break. Yes. Now, do I value an Echo Break more than a Hammered Chest Plates? Hammered Chest Plates helps a lot of things. I'm playing a lot of units. Yeah, I'll take Chest Plates here. I think it's fine. Alright, I spent my money. Look, I almost skipped all that money. It's fine. I'm good. We're good. Alright, 205 out of 100. We'll be able to pull this off. Man, I'm gonna have to stitch these runs together, aren't I? I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. I think I have a tool installed that can do this. Normally, I don't have to worry about this problem, but here we are. Here we are. Okay, that's a really good turn one. I'm just gonna kill that man downstairs. Boop. Goodbye. And then we're gonna work on top floor setup here. Definitely. Morsels. Play them. We'll use them. All good. I actually killed the guy on middle, which is kind of crazy. Oh, no, I don't. The sap gets it. It's very funny, actually. There is a serious argument here for just Shadow Realming these floors, in fact. I should do it. Just kill those guys. Yeah, we get the Spell Chain copy back, is unfortunately how that works. Top floor, give me that Echo Transfer value, please. Very good turn. Bottom floor gets the Ancient Resonance, of course, and then I Petrified Skull out the other man. We're just doing it, really, is what it comes down to. We're just clicking the cards. Great. Top floor hatches, fine. Sap is annoying. Fine. We get the Crucible extension middle, though, which is pretty cool, but play the egg first. Value. Good reason to do it. I do get Broken Memories, which I will click. I'm going to bring back a lot of cards, as it turns out. I think it's good to do it. Bring back stuff. Then we just hit the Forgotten Trade. Top floor. Lame. Let's just blast downstairs, yeah. Seems good. Cool. I'm going to sit on the Petrified Skull here. I don't care if this egg passes away, right? It's not what I'm here for. So, whatever, actually. Echo Infusions are valuable. Echo Transfer's valuable. I'm just going to get away with this by Ancient Resonancing this floor anyway, so it's all good. Cool, like he hatches, and we do 550 to the boss. All good. Cool. And then I think we blast downstairs. Cool, good. I should pretty much always be spending one Petrified Skull at least, which is fine. 2 space overflow, 2 space overflow. Let's play downstairs then. I'm going to work on top floor here, I think. Although, I got to be careful. 2 Crucible Extension is expensive, right? I need 2 Petrified Skull downstairs, actually. Yeah, I think we have to do this. Alright. Click downstairs, all good. I'm going to etch to the best of my ability. We're just going to play out a bunch of stuff into this guy. And then top floor, I don't really care if this Kinhost guy gets slammed. I want to bring back stuff. Bring back a Petrified Skull, I want it locked in. And downstairs also bring back what? Broken Memories itself. The other Petrified Skull? Sure, it's good. Why not? Click it. Seems solid to me. I have triple Petrified Skull. We're power. We are powerful. Cool, I'm just going to ping the 15x2 here. And I'm pretty sure I'm just killing basically every unit on this floor immediately. Right? It's worth it because it pushes like 150 damage through. Seems good to me. I don't actually think my floors can lose in the current state, right? I can't actually place anything. It's very interesting to me. I guess I could shoot my own man on middle here. That's true. I shoot my own guy on middle because it lets me put down the egg again, which is crazy but true. That's very weird to do, but it is correct to do it. Downstairs is already clearing up, so I'm not concerned about it. 30 damage in exchange for this morsel is a good trade. Yeah, fair enough. I could push more damage to the boss, but I actually don't care that much. I'm going to hold on to the skull. Yeah, I mean, this is basically it, right? We just pop the floor, and then I'm pretty confident this actually is just winning. Cool. Yeah, this does actually just defeat the boss entirely. Great. That's just one floor. My guy stood no chance. Now, Divinity will probably be more difficult. The fact that he attacks every turn is a challenge, and yeah, I'll take the Shard of Divinity. I have a feeling I might need it. Without the Sapstone, we don't address Divinity very well, right? We're relying on replenishing our floors. So our strongest floors are actually not top floor. Our strongest floor is mid floor. If I can hatch on this floor, I think we're in good shape. So the question you have to ask yourself is, with all of these pings, can I actually play bottom floor? Maybe. Maybe. I'm going to put this middle, and I think it will have to be okay. I don't have good... I guess I can hold the Petrified Skull. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we'll put him middle. I'm going to drop my guy in front. I will play the Pact Morsels here. They're all going to die, and that will have to be okay. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to give out... I guess I'm just going to play these out, and this will be acceptable. I'll just Petrified Skull this floor to oblivion, right? Yeah. I am just going to Petrified Floor this skull into the ether, and that will have to be okay. Okay. I accidentally put health into the Kinhost vessel. It'll have to do. We're going to blast the floor. It's good to do it. I'm going to Echo Break here. It's good to do it. I'm going to continue shooting. I think that's good. Egg is out. Front guy always passes away unless I play a Consume here, and I'm just going to do that, and that will be fine. Bottom floor. Wow, some guys live. Crazy. I need to get echoes onto this floor. Yes. I think that is necessary. Okay, fine. I know this is going to cause problems for the Harvest Wave, but I cannot afford to have these random trash things chilling. Okay. That's horrifying. Mid-floor kind of collapses, and that's going to have to be fine. I was expecting this. So egg must drop bottom. Yes. We get the Echo Transfer. It's good to have. So the first action is pinging back, actually. Yes, and then we Ancient Resonance this floor, which does swing this in a major way. Okay, we're not out yet. I click Echo Transfer, then I'm clicking the Forgotten trade here, then I'm clicking the Pact Morsels, then I'm killing enemies on this floor. Okay. That's 20, it's 40 something damage coming through. If I play a morsel in front, I think it hatches. It's okay, good. Mid floor is looking bad. I accept this trade. I could stop a lot of this damage by killing Mr. 15 Healther, which I will do. This at least kills the front guy and pushes some numbers through. I don't love Echo Right, but I haven't hit the broken memories yet, so I think it is beneficial to have this play out. These are the turns that are the hardest, right? Stabilizing is difficult here. Okay. Top floor. Rough. Okay, top floor is rough, but that's going to be okay, because I think we play into top floor. I believe this is going to be accurate. The Echo Transfer is worth it here. Mid-floor, yeah, we are losing Echo right at long last, and that will have to be okay. I'm going to play the Crucible Extension middle, though. That's worthwhile because it means when these two die, I get another egg on that floor. Broken Memories. I think playing into top floor is worthwhile. Let's bring back both Petrified Skulls here. It's worth it. He has 195. I'm doing just enough to clear it out. True. Let's Shade Splitter downstairs here and tank with it. This will push numbers, which I'm happy about. And I'm going to Ancient Resonance, not middle, because I want mid-floor passing away, so I'll do it bottom floor. Sure, it pushes numbers into the boss. It's fine. Okay. I'm taking 5 to Pyro Wall here, which is whatever. Not a big deal. Okay. I have 110 armor left. It can't be that bad, right? Top floor is clearing. Egg goes middle. For sure. I'm putting it in back so the weak ones can pass away. Actually, a pretty good strategy in my opinion. I'm just going to kill this boss. In case there were any doubt, he just sort of passes away today. We work on the bottom floor now. Good. Great news. Let's charge mid-floor. Tank with another morsel. It's fine. What if I just kill this floor, though, huh? Is that also an option? Just end that turn, and then we clear most of these guys. That's pretty cool, actually. It leaves the Eggman downstairs, which is good because he's strong, and I can face tank for him. Good. We drop in. Definitely Echo Infusion here. I'm going to kill Mr. Ember Drain because that seems like an obvious choice. I'm going to give him some health because it's smart. Top floor. We start losing guys, but I'm okay with it. Or at least I'll have to be okay with it, I think. Cool. Bottom floor clears out too. Alright. So I think we are winning based on how these turns have gone. I have very strong setups here that are paying out. We play an egg upstairs. It's good. I drop in the broken memories. This is just Petrified Skull. And then my next strongest card. Is it actually just Petrified Skull? The answer is clear. Yes. Karuska, good. Shade Splitter upstairs, solid. We actually get that damage shield through. I'm going to ping here to push numbers. Great. I ping middle. Doesn't change anything. I ping bottom. It's fine. All kind of the same here to me. Yeah, it's fine. We'll put it bottom floor. It's all good, though. The egg goes, I think, middle because I left space for this. I did this intentionally. I'm easily replenishing my floor, which is great. I am just going to Petrified Skull middle and do it again. And stop the man from killing my guy. Bottom floor clears itself. I hold on to Petrified Skull. I think we maybe win pre-Relentless, actually. It's possible. We're very close to it. Oh, we're doing it. Of course we are. I should have anticipated that. Of course we are, in fact, winning on this turn. Excellent. We kill some guys downstairs. All good. Every little bit of damage does a lot of work here. True. Yeah, it pushes the whole floor because this floor actually does not pass away anymore, which is great news. Cool. Great. If I weren't already killing everything on this turn, if I weren't already winning, we'd have a slot upstairs in Relentless for the last egg. Or I could, honestly, I would play at bottom floor. These guys are huge. Put them in back or in front or whatever, and it would be fine. Yeah, we win on this turn, though, right? We just crunch here, so all good. Cool, so you know what? Power outages? Power outages are OP. It's fine, but I beat them anyway. I win the game no matter what. The game tries its hardest to defeat me with forced resets that I didn't want, and we're still winning. It's fine. Egg runs are good. I'm glad that I made the choices that I did. Right? There are a lot of things that I want to call attention to on this run that I really want to give credit for. The first thing that I want to point out is identifying the egg as a viable option out of the gate. 65k score, all good. Let's go to the run summary. Cool, so identifying the endless egg in that opener I think was important. Knowing the steel shop situation and everything there, just seeing the endless in the shop, I was going, okay, I mean, that's it, right? You don't need Hardened Hull. I don't need Marshallor to make it work. It did speed it up later, but I didn't start with it, and that's okay. So we picked up Shardsoul Carver, always a good infusion here. It's tough because the space is a challenge, but it scales extremely efficiently with the floor and with echoes, so it's just strong, yeah? You saw what those numbers were looking like in the end. It's one of the few infusions as well that means I don't have to take a plus 25 or something to keep the egg from dying, because 1 hit point is not a lot. It's not enough. The plus 15 with some armor generation, that's enough. That gets you there. You only take, what, 17 on the first turn, and hopefully you can hatch it on turn 1, so if you're not hatching on turn 1 by Divinity, you've done something wrong in your run, so I think you get it, right? I can take multi-strike here, which is a big power-up. So, Karuska's obviously huge. A lot of these relics are interesting. I think the Hope for Peace interaction is always kind of funky here. You've got 2 Purge Stones and an Ancient Resonance, and I'm treating them as -2 consume altogether. Bizarre. We've got Petrified Skull, which is obviously teched for Hope for Peace, but we have it Permafrosted, Intrinsic, and Spell Trained for Repeater, which is weird, but mostly it's broken memories that's making it more playable. In the end, I mean, I let Repeater pass away. He's not that important to this run. You see exactly what I meant at the beginning when I was explaining how bad this champion is, or, you know, how inefficient or unnecessary this champion is in a lot of circumstances. Even though Repeater is, you know, it's a strong effect. He just kind of dies, and I'd rather be playing Broken Memories anyway. So he's worse than an uncommon card. Fair enough. That's how it is. So he did speed me up a little bit in the beginning, so it's whatever. It's fine. What else is worth calling out? I think the removals were good choices along the way, leaving some Shade Splitters in for purposes of tanking. I think that was worthwhile. The Echo Breaks were in a good position. I feel like our density was a good call. We made good choices. It was what it comes down to. And that's really the big takeaway. I think we made good choices and we win for it. Even if the game tries its absolute hardest to deny us. So, anyway, I think that's all I've got for you. So, I have no idea what that brings us up to as far as wins on the series, but here we are. So, yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. I gotta stitch these together. Take care, folks.